All right. Doing a little before, like, we go see it, you know? So, yeah, I wouldn't put it in there. So me and my little brother, we're about to catch Avengers Endgame. This is before, because I feel like our attitudes are gonna be a little different afterwards.
It's gonna be like that feeling when you finish your video game.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it.
It's over.
Yeah. So this is our, how do I phrase it? Like our pre-reaction, like our how we are before we go see the movie.
Anticipation.
Yeah. So for you guys, we'll see you guys in a minute. For us, we'll see you guys in about 3 hours.
Oh God, I forgot how long it was.
Yeah, the movie's 3 hours. Yeah. We're gonna go catch it and we'll go from there. First thing comes to mind to say is
you their windows. Yeah, you should probably raise the windows.
I'm fine. I need the air.
Oh, it's over.
Okay, man, you know what? This is gonna be the first recording of the movie review for Avengers Endgame, and this is gonna be a spoiler one. I'll re-record, try to do a non-spoiler if we can. If not, I apologize. We're just gonna
Try not to summarize the movie.
Yeah, I think it's better to summarize it first, and that way we have an idea, and then we could re-summarize it if not spoilers after.
Yeah.
But
You want to talk about the characters first?
all right, first things first. I want to point after saying that so many times, I just had to get it out there. I will say this: I did cry.
I almost cried, like 5 different times.
I got choked up on a couple occasions. I don't remember which ones exactly, but
Yeah,
I feel
like I got a little watery, but I didn't have no tears
Yeah.
that actually come down.
I think the ones I really cried on was when everyone was showing up to help fight against Thanos' army.
I was more excited during that than actually feeling like tears.
It was like tears of happiness and excitement because, you know, we literally, last time we saw all of them together, they all got erased. They all got turned into dust, you know? And seeing them all come to the aid of everybody in this final moment where Thanos is summoning...
It was almost more of coming to the aid of Captain America.
Yeah. And
because he was the last one standing.
Yeah, and, like, for all of them to come to his aid, like, even Falcon communicating with Cap on the communicator, telling him, like, hey, on your left, you know, because that was always a thing between them. And then you see one of the magical portals open up, and you see Black Panther come out with his sister and, what's her name? My head's a blank right now on her name. And then everyone starts showing up. And then the other part I literally cried on was Tony dying.
Yeah, okay, I almost cried when Scott went to see his daughter again.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, I got choked up right there. That's one of the parts I got choked up on.
Yeah. And then damn it, Peter.
Well, what part?
Because in the Infinity War, like, one of the hardest moments came from him when he was saying, I don't want to go, you know. And then this one, so he's telling Tony, who's like dying, he's like, we won.
Yeah, he's telling him we won.
We won.
Yeah, we won. You're gonna be okay. And like, Peter starts crying because he's realizing that Tony's gone and he's dying. That was
like it hurt and it almost made me sad, or almost made me cry. But it's funny that both of those emotional things came from the same person.
Yeah, and then like I said, I started
Tony dying.
I started crying when Tony died, and
Peter talking to Tony while he was dying almost got me. And then when Pepper pretty much was hugging Tony.
Yeah.
I almost cried.
I was crying as soon as because like right when Tony got all the stones and he got them on, I knew what he was gonna do. Like I just immediately, I knew I was like, Tony's gonna sacrifice himself in order to use all the stones, because they clarified it throughout the whole movie that using all the stones at once was killing Thanos.
Yeah, and then let's see, that's like 3 things. I said there was like 4 or 5. Another one was pretty much right after that again, and they showed Tony's daughter.
I started crying more when they were having the funeral and Tony had did a recording and they showed his daughter and
yeah, that's what it got me.
Yeah, it was freaking sad. That like, you know, Tony finally had his perfect life. Well, him, Pepper, they had a daughter, and he wasn't able to. Yeah,
he kind of wasn't strained from being Iron Man anymore.
Yeah. All right. All that aside, right there.
So yeah, I think that's all the stuff that mainly got me.
Yeah, all that aside, right there. Man, the movie alone, yeah, it was really good. I didn't expect them to actually kill Thanos in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
like current Thanos, not like the past one. That it's complicated. Let's get into it. But
or wait, they killed him, or I thought they just like knocked him out.
Thor cut off his head.
Oh,
Thor cut off his head. Like, you know, after when
I know they cut off his hand.
Yeah, they cut off his hand, but now Thor cut off his head, and then like War Machine was asking him like, "What did you do?" You know, and like he said like, "I aimed for the head," you know, because that's what Thanos told him in Infinity War. He should have gone for the head. And that's why Thor, he blamed himself. Man, it was really hard to see Thor like that, all out of shape, and the way he was. Like, it was really hard to see him like that, and they accept him being like that. I was hoping, no lie, because there was a point in the movie where Ant-Man and like Banner and them, they're trying to test out the time travel without Tony's help, because Tony rejected the idea at first. But Ant-Man, you know, he's testing out the time machine, and they're accidentally reversing his age. I was hoping they would have like done this for Thor, where they just reverted him back like 5 years age. That way he was back in his muscular self. Like I was hoping like Tony would have been like, I can't take you seriously like this. Let's go over here real quick. You know.
I mean, to be fair, it didn't seem like it affected him too much.
Yeah, it really didn't. But it was just
in the final battle.
Yeah.
He still,
yeah, it really didn't. But like for me as a fan of Thor, it was hard to see Thor like that. You know,
and I'm very surprised. They pretty much got everybody back.
Almost everybody.
Like the actors.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Almost everybody, because like they used time travel. They used time travel. Like for those that don't know, you know, like there were spoilers and leaks online of on-set photos. I knew this was coming.
It was a super popular spread idea that there was going to be time travel.
Yeah, and so time travel was involved, and everyone separated into teams, and they went to different timelines to go get the stones before Thanos even got them. And
I think off the top of my head, the only like main characters that pretty much that weren't in this movie was Odin and Yondu.
No, there's Odin, Yondu, and what's his name? Vision. Vision wasn't in it at all.
Vision, yeah.
Yeah, Vision's still dead. Which I'm very surprised about. I thought they were going to do something where they brought him back, because it got released that they're going to do a Scarlet Witch and Vision series for that Disney Plus thing, like Netflix.
Isn't that going to be like a cartoon?
No, it's going to be. I heard it's going to be live action, along with Falcon and Winter Soldier. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. I am very, very surprised that they did a 5-year time gap.
Yes! I saw 5. I was expecting like months.
Yeah, I was expecting months as well.
When it said years.
Like, what? Yeah, I was like, what? There was times I felt like I was the only one who was like what? I was like, oh, looking around. I felt like I was the only one.
My mouth dropped and my mouth was open for like a minute.
There was
like a whole minute.
Don't lie. There was literally a couple times I had to like hold my mouth and cover my mouth because I didn't want to be too loud in the theater because I felt like I was the only one generally being kind of loud and reacting to some of the stuff. But one of the things that was really crazy about the movie was that it showed how the world was after the snap. You know, how much like cities were empty, you know, like
Scott in Ant-Man, how he caught that kid on the bike.
Yeah.
And asked him, was trying to ask him what happened.
What happened, and he stood quiet because, like, you know, he's obviously still miserable and everything after everything that happened. That kid is still dealing with the effects of it as well for whoever he lost.
He looked like a teenager.
Yeah, he was like a teenager.
So you think it happened when that kid was 5 years younger?
Because one thing that was crazy, I'm not sure if you caught it, but Ant-Man, he was looking for Cassie, his daughter, when they had that memorial and everything, and he was saying that like he wanted to see if she was gone or not, but instead he found Scott, you know, or not Scott, his name or something, because they thought he was gone, and so he was like, what? And then like that's when he took off and he found the house where his daughter was at, and his daughter was 5 years older. She was like a teenager, you know, or like 12 or 15 or something, and it's a trip. Like it's crazy that they did this 5-year time gap. Captain Marvel has a shorter haircut like how she does now in the comics and everything. I'm surprisingly enough, Captain Marvel didn't have that much involvement in the movie.
And I'm kind of glad she didn't, because I don't think she deserved it.
Yeah. All in all, like, it would have been interesting to see how...
I'm not saying, like, she didn't deserve it because she's not a good character.
Yeah.
It's just that her own movie was so close to Endgame that, you know, she doesn't deserve, as a character, as much praise as, you know, some of the actual actors who are retiring from the Marvel universe.
Now, no lie, I would have actually liked to have seen some more involvement in her in the movie.
Yeah.
Because she only had, like, the involvement in the beginning and the end. And
yeah, because she said she was going to kill Thanos, then she took
off. She took off. She was helping out.
She was just gone for the whole movie.
Yeah, because what ended up happening was that after the 5-year time gap, Scarlett Johansson, you know, Black Widow, she was like kind of like running things at Avengers, like headquarters. You know, she was really like the only one there, and she was having a hologram communication conversations with War Machine, Rocket, Nebula, and Captain Marvel. And like all of them were all spread out, either on Earth or Captain Marvel's out in space, trying to keep things under control after the snap. Even 5 years later, people are still trying to get things back in order.
What was it? Where Hawkeye was? Was it like Tokyo or something?
Yeah, Hawkeye was all the way in Tokyo, and he was like killing
things in Tokyo look like they went to hell.
Yeah, it was even most of it was all abandoned and everything. And Hawkeye was going around killing people. He was killing more so like the criminals. He was like the mafia and everything. He was killing them, and he was obviously killing them because he obviously felt like that. Why would people like his family and loved ones and people who are innocent disappear, but yet these criminals stay behind? You know, so he was like trying to in a way. I felt like he was like not only taking his anger out this way,
kind of like my own justice.
Yeah, he was doing a different kind of justice where these people should be gone and not these other people, you know, which I could see, and it makes sense, you know, for a character development, you know.
I think the Soul Stone thing was kind of funny in a way.
It was a little bit
because Hawkeye and Black Widow were fighting, but it was kind of fighting like they were kind of fighting over who's gonna die for who.
Yeah,
it was kind of like, no, I love you more.
Yeah.
No, I love you more.
I could see it like that, but they cared about each other so much.
Yeah, I know, but that's just how I felt.
I could see it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could see it like that, but but the main thing was they cared about each other and loved each other so much that they couldn't. They would risk their own life for the other. You know, that's how much it showed and why it worked, you know. Honestly, I was not expecting Black Widow to die. I was not expecting that.
I was expecting Hawkeye to die.
I was a little bit expecting that too.
Because I was thinking more of his reasoning would be that, you know, his family's gone, and that to him he kind of has nothing left.
Yeah. But this whole point was that he was trying to get them back. You know,
hey, Dr. Hulk. Or Professor Hulk.
I
forgot what he's called.
It was a little tricky to take Hulk seriously. Banner being controlled. Like, Banner ends up, like, figuring out, after the 5-year time gap, at some point within those 5 years, Banner figures out a way of how to combine the power of the Hulk and his brains, to where they're one, so he has control of the Hulk, and he's the Hulk all the time, it was a little hard to take him seriously. It was funny and entertaining, but at the same time, I miss the rampaging Hulk. As a fan, I felt bad for Hulk when they time traveled, and
yeah, the elevator.
Yeah, like everyone, they time traveled back to the first Avengers movie where they captured Loki, and everyone.
I thought that was kind of interesting because it was kind of showing what happened after.
Yeah, it showed immediately after when they captured Loki. Like, S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up and everything, and they recovered the scepter. They were going in the elevator, and Hulk was gonna go with them. He was still, like, Banner didn't come back yet. It was still Hulk, and they're like, "Whoa, what do you think you're doing, Hulk?" Like, no, take the stairs. You're too big for the elevator. And like, Hulk gets mad and even punches the elevator wall, but it didn't break. It didn't shatter the elevator or anything. He just got upset and just barely nudged it, and he's all, "Hate the stairs," going down the stairs. I was like, "Oh, poor Hulk," he's
it showed him walking. I was just like, just jumped down the middle.
That's what I thought. It's just funny. And then one of the things that happened, one of the things that I guess somehow ended up happening was they were doing this plan where they were all going to recover the stones, and then once when they reversed everything that Thanos did from the snap, they were going to send the stones back to the time where right before they took them or right after. That way, it's like the time stream was never harmed, but all they did was fix what Thanos did. And when Tony and Ant-Man were working together to get the cube, the space stone, that they had it in the briefcase, and Tony's walking away, and Hulk comes bursting out from the stairway door and hits Tony in the head, and that's when Loki ends up getting a hold of the space stone and gets the hell out of there. I thought that was funny. It involved more time travel, they took the risk because they only had 2 shots of time travel usage. They had one way backwards in time and then one way back to their present time period. But somehow, I guess Tony knew that Hank he knew the exact time when he was working for that military base where his father was working at. So I thought that was kind of too convenient almost, but it worked.
It was like a cool nod too.
Yeah, they even showed him when he was younger, and then Cap grabbed the 4 of the, what were they called, the particles, the pin particles.
Yeah.
He grabbed 4, but I was like, why did you need 4? I thought you only need 2, so that way you guys could go back, to your present time once when you got the space stone and everything. So I thought that was. So
it was the cube that was in the briefcase that he took back at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the space stone. So I was curious on what happened. Why did the Cap need to take 2 of them? That didn't make much sense. One of the things I thought that was very interesting though was Nebula. Was that?
I didn't get that. Was she linked?
Yeah, because she's a cyborg. She has, and her system is connected to a certain network. Mm-hmm. So she's still connected to that certain network. So when the present version of herself went to the past, she links to that network, and so it's she was connecting to herself accidentally, and that's what ended up happening. That's how Thanos ended up finding out and everything. I thought that was crazy, and that was pretty interesting. Oh my god, freak, what was her name? The original Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah, I don't remember her name.
I don't remember her name. I'll put it up here somewhere. I'll show a shot of her. You guys know what I'm talking about. They showed her in the time.
Yeah, I was surprised to see her.
It was awesome seeing her because she was badass. Honestly, she was badass, and they showed her where she was protecting the what's it called?
Time stone.
Not only the time stone, but the headquarters of where she's at. She was protecting it while the invasion was going on. She was protecting that stronghold, and that's when Hulk showed up and was talking to her. And then
it was trippy when she said that how the Hulk was 5 years, or Doctor Strange wasn't gonna come till like 5 years.
Yeah,
pretty much. That she knew he was coming.
And she told him that like if you want, you can actually find him right now. Like, what was it, like a couple miles away from here, performing surgery. Like, because she was in possession of the time stone, she already knows the outcomes.
She already knows.
You know, she already knows that she's gonna die.
Yeah, that was trippy.
Yeah, which is crazy too, because she knows that far, but she doesn't know what happens after she's gone, because she only looked up to the part when she's gone. You know, so she already knows that she's gonna end up dying, she's gonna end up sacrificing herself or whatever. But she doesn't realize that Strange made a similar sacrifice, and like he purposely handed over the stone. And so when she heard that, she obviously realized he knew what he was doing then. You know, so she was like, all right, you know, and like I thought that was really cool and interesting that she pieced it together that quickly. And I thought that was awesome, because that shows how connected they are and how awesome she is. Gamora's back. Gamora's back, but she is not.
So I was like, so the past one didn't get erased.
The past one did, but this is an effect from the time travel from Thanos coming to the present. But she doesn't have the memories of everything she's been through with the Guardians.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So the past Gamora that came with Thanos, she didn't get erased.
No, I don't think she got erased. Only like everyone that was like involved in trying to kill the Avengers and everybody, because it said that they said that she was missing, she was on the run. Otherwise, I think Nebula would have pointed something out. Oh yeah, my sister's gone again. Like, she got erased. You know, I'm pretty sure she would have said something, but instead it showed Star-Lord. He was looking at a thing trying to track her down. He wants to try to find her. But because this is Gamora, she's not the same. She doesn't have the memories of everything that the Guardians and her have been through together. So, which sucks.
Yeah,
because
their original connection came from when they pretty much went to jail.
Yeah.
In Guardians of the Galaxy.
You know, and then she no longer has that connection with Star-Lord, you know, so like, it's like they have to start that all over again with them. Honestly, it was really cool seeing Pepper in her own suit.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was awesome. She had.
But I don't mean just Pepper in the Iron Man suit. I mean the scene where they're like all back to back.
Yeah, Tony and Pepper when they were back to back. That was awesome, because like she had her own nanotech suit as well, similar to Tony's.
Her code name is called Rescue.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was awesome, and then oh man.
I'm pretty sure it's Rescue. It was just her and Tony. I could have swore there was someone else with them, and they're like doing a triangle.
No, I think it was just them two. I don't think War Machine was involved in that little trio right there. I think it was just them two, like, you know, a husband and wife kind of thing. No lie. Part of me was really hoping that when everyone was showing up to fight against Thanos' army, part of me was kind of hoping to see in the distance the Blackbird, and then you see people dropping down out of it, and then even like almost like another ship where the Fantastic Four would come out. You don't have to initially show them, but show them in the distance that they were there helping. Part of me
know that sounds ridiculous.
It does, but honestly, because it was like the heroes of Earth fighting against Thanos and his army, you know, and like it's because it's so hard to picture where you guys gonna bring them in. Like, how is this gonna make sense?
Captain America got Thor's hammer.
Oh my god, yes.
He destroyed Thanos.
He was destroying him. Thanos eventually ended up getting the upper hand, but man, because here's the thing.
I feel bad for anyone who might hear us.
Here's the thing. Thor, when they time traveled, Thor retrieved the Mjolnir again, and he took it with him to the future. So I
thought it was cool that he was able to talk to his mom.
Yeah, and his mom automatically knew that that wasn't her son from another timeline.
Yeah.
Because she said she was raised by witches, so she knows about magic. I thought that was cool that the mom put it together, and she didn't really overreact about it or anything. But instead, she was comforting her son, and I thought that was really cool for Thor.
Yeah, it's like a very motherly thing.
Yeah, and I got a bit choked up right there for Thor, because it was really cool. It was a moment with him and his mother.
And you don't even in just the Thor movies, you don't really get to see a lot of his mom's character.
Yeah. Now I just realized there's a cop driving over here. I wonder what's going on here. I wonder if they're coming to tell us something. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Let's see. I thought the cop was coming to tell us something, but he just nods. He's like, hey, like, all right. He's just driving around real quick. We're in a parking lot over here by this park. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be here or not. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, like Thor ended up using the Stormbreaker to fight against Thanos. Thanos had Thor like pinned down, and he was trying to stab him. Like, Thanos was able to wield Mjolnir or Stormbreaker, which was very surprising.
Yeah, he grabbed it.
Yeah, he grabbed it and tried using it.
Even though there wasn't a lot of space between him and Thor, you could tell he was in control of the hammer.
I'm wondering if he actually wielded it himself, or like he happened to dodge it, catch it, and reversed it to where he was pushing it down.
Just reversed the angle.
I'm wondering if that's what happened. You know?
Yeah, me too, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, did he do that, or can he actually just wield it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Because they say that how he believes what he's trying to do is right.
All right, hold up. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Thanos believes what he's trying to do is right. That he's doing a good thing for the universe. So to him, he's not the villain.
What's going on here?
What?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on over here. A lot of people are driving over here and like,
I don't know, probably looking for parking.
Yeah, I probably have no idea. But yeah, like, oh jeez.
But yes, Captain America's destroying Thanos.
Yeah, he was. It was so awesome. Like, just like I think everyone too were all like, like you hear everyone in the theater when Cap wields Mjolnir, and it's like it's so awesome to see that like he was worthy to wield it, And
then it kind of nods back to Age of Ultron, where they're trying to lift.
They're jokingly trying to lift it, and Cap barely nudged it, and showing that he is full blown worthy of wielding it, and like Thor quickly was able to. He accepted it, Like I thought that was funny. But I thought one thing that was funny was afterwards when they're teaming up fighting against Thanos' army. It shows Cap and Thor back to back, and they both get the hammers and Stormbreaker. Cap gets Stormbreaker, and Thor gets Mjolnir, and he's like, "Not here, let's trade. I want the bigger one." And they just pass him. Yeah, give me that one. And they just pass it to each other. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it was cool that seeing that like Cap's even worthy to wield Stormbreaker.
It's kind of like the same thing, basically.
It was crazy too, seeing that like Cap was able to figure out how to use it right away too. He summoned lightning.
He was
destroying Thanos. There was honestly like so much that I love.
Yeah, he took the hammer back with him.
Yeah, Cap took it back because he went to go drop it off back in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much give back to Thor.
Yeah, basically. I feel like there wasn't much of anything I didn't like of the movie. One thing in particular, I have to say I wasn't much of a fan of was when Captain Marvel showed up in the end of the fight. Not to be a dick or anything, but when Marvel tried stopping Thanos from putting on the gauntlet that they had remade, she was holding it and Thanos headbutted her and she didn't budge. Wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
That's about it. I think everything else she did was pretty good.
Yeah, I would have been cool if she took like a nudge back and then like just took it, instead of just like that's it.
Yeah, kind of like when Iron Man headbutt Thor.
Yeah.
The first Avengers.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's just me.
I originally had thought that pretty much.
Did you want to give me a ticket? Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Don't know why all these people decided to post up in front of the truck. Like, why here? But
I originally thought what was gonna happen that they were going to send Thanos back, and that's how he knows about Tony, and that everything was kind of gonna play out to the current universe.
Yeah, because
that's how it was going to explain some things.
Yeah, because that's one of the things you gotta think about too. Like, how much does that also affect the past? Like, what? Like, Thanos from the past came to the future to fight against them. But, like, they killed the past version, so it's like, does he not do...
I mean, a lot of time travel involves multiverse theory.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, that's kind of what they're doing. That they're just creating different universes. There's this universe that Thanos just doesn't exist in now.
Yeah, and, like... So, yeah, in a way, if you think about it, past Thanos came to the future, tried to stop him from redoing everything that he did, but they kill him. And then... Cap goes back into the past and return all the stones and everything where they were at before, like, that way everything goes back to normal. Oh, that way the time stream isn't really too much damaged, but like, the future is fixed.
That would mean Infinity War technically wouldn't happen because Thanos,
No, I think ideally not. It still happened, but they just reversed it to where they brought everyone back.
But I mean, if they're counting it as a separate universe, and that's the universe Thanos technically left, then that universe isn't gonna pretty much have Infinity War.
No, because I think what's happening is
multiverse.
No, I think what happened was that because the whole point was that Cap was returning the stones back to the moment after, immediately, like almost after or like before they took them, so that way everything was back to normal except for like there's still a Gamora in their future, and the time stream still fluctuated normally to where the Guardians and Star-Lord still retrieved the Power Stone from wherever it was at, and everyone, and they put the stones back to where they were already at. Like it's complicated. I wonder, since Cap returned the stones, he had to return the Soul Stone back to where Red Skull is at. I wonder how that conversation went. Tony is gone, died.
Yeah, pretty much all these actors who are pretty much leaving the Marvel Universe, I think they handled their send off pretty well.
The only one I feel like could have got a better one was Thor.
Black Widow pretty much sacrificed herself to get Soul Stone. Captain America pretty much went back to his own time.
Cap went back to the past to his time, like sometime after when he got frozen.
Yeah, Iron Man died from killing Thanos and his army. I'm not sure if the guy for Hawkeye is gonna be continuing.
I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be retired. He's gonna be retired, living life with his family.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if there's any, they never really showed like any real send off. Well, I think that was the send off right there. He already was retired.
Yeah. So I think that was the send off right there. The send off was that he went home to reunite with his family.
Yeah,
and that
continue living with his family. What happened with Thor? I didn't catch that.
Thor ended up relinquishing his title as King of Asgard and gave it to Valkyrie, and he went off with the Guardians. He said he wanted to go find his own purpose. Like he didn't want like destiny or whatever, a titlement, like saying like he's automatically the future king of Asgard. He wanted to make his own destiny. He wanted to make his own like future and everything. So he ended up relinquishing his title as King of Asgard, and he ended up like going with the Guardians. And I'm pretty sure, in a way, when Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out, Thor's not gonna be with them, but they'll probably mention him, saying that they dropped him off somewhere, or like he left them at some point while they're traveling in space, and Thor is just out there somewhere, because I don't see Thor being with Guardians, I think that was a way of sending him off, where he just disappears. He disappears out somewhere in space, thanks to the Guardians, giving him a ride or something.
But then there's Hulk.
Hulk is still recovering with his arm. His arm was like in a sling and everything after using the stones. I feel like he should heal naturally because of his DNA.
Yeah, he's supposed to be able to heal.
Yeah, so I feel like hopefully it'll be only a matter of time before his arm's fully healed.
That's why him getting stabbed by Wolverine is kind of no big deal.
But I'm pretty sure even for Banner, he's just gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone, because I heard this was possibly also Mark Ruffalo's last role as the Hulk as well. So I think.
Yeah, but I'm saying like reasons for the characters to be gone. Also, they didn't really give a reason for a Hulk to be gone.
I think he's just gone because he misses Natasha, and he doesn't really have anything like left for him. He just decided to leave. Because he was already just living kind of a celeb kind of life, being the Hulk. The kids want to take pictures of them.
Hulk out.
Yeah. It's funny seeing him wearing big old clothing, but he's barefooted. I thought that was funny.
Oh, was he? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he's barefooted. But yeah, so it's like almost the original 6 Avengers. They all had their own little send-offs. I feel like the ones that could have had a better send-offs were Hulk and Thor. It sucks that Tony and Natasha are dead, and Cap is basically probably gonna die at any time.
Yeah, he's like old man.
Yeah, Cap, when he returned the stones, he didn't come back. He went back to what's her name, Peggy?
Peggy Carter.
Yeah, Peggy Carter. He went back to her, and he lived a simple life with her. He went with her.
That's one of the things I and a lot of other people were talking about. That when was it Civil War she died? No,
Peggy?
Peggy Carter.
Yeah, she was an old lady and she died in Civil War.
She saw Cap again.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were talking about, what if Cap went back somehow, and that talking about Endgame theories. That Cap went back to his original time, and he actually lived out his life with her. So for her, she's just seeing him young again. Even though she has him as her husband.
All right, here's another thing. I can't remember her name. That SHIELD agent that Cap, that SHIELD agent that Cap had like a thing with, like a thing for in Civil War.
Yeah, she showed up and just disappeared.
But no, wasn't she like related to Peggy? Like, wasn't she like the granddaughter of her or something like that? I remember hearing about that.
I think it was like her niece or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was in the movie and then just never talked about it again.
Yeah, she never resurfaced after that. But no,
like she very much might as well not be related to her.
I honestly had a feeling though that Cap was gonna stay in the past and he was gonna live a normal life. He probably even lived a married life with Peggy in secret, like for her not to reveal who she's married to, and she was probably okay with that. She realized that, and he told her how he got there and everything. He told her like, you can't tell anyone I'm back or anything like that. We'll just live a normal, simple life, and they're okay with that. I'm pretty sure that they were. It's pretty interesting. Cap, he passed down the shield to Falcon. Because
I personally think Bucky should have got it, because Bucky does have a bit of super soldier in him.
Yeah, I can
Hydra.
see that. Hang on a sec.
Stop doing things.
There's freaking people all freaking for some reason standing around the truck. For whatever reason, a cop and people that were like friends with this cop, like they decided to post up all around the truck and literally in front of the truck and everything. So I had the windows up, and now I can bring them back down because they're all gone.
But I think it should have went to Bucky because he has some super soldier in him.
Yeah,
from Hydra.
I can see that.
And Falcon's just a normal guy.
Yeah, not unless like he gets some sort of like enhancement later on down the line. But what?
You said enhancement.
What's so funny about enhancement?
Nothing, just continue.
Yeah, like because there's alternate versions of where Bucky becomes the new Captain America, or Falcon becomes.
Like, I think they're just two separate universes, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Bucky does have some super soldier serum like enhancements in him, where he's not as strong as Cap, but he's like close, I guess. Like he's a second to Cap almost.
Yeah.
But
and he has the metal arm.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously they went the route where Falcon is taking the next title as being Captain America, and which is crazy too because I wonder if that line was improvised, where Cap asked him how does it feel, holding the shield, and he told him like Falcon told him it feels like it belongs to someone else, because both actors that play as Winter Soldier and Falcon, they both had mentioned that they don't want to be the next Captain America. They feel like it belongs to Chris Evans. Like he's Captain America. They don't want to be the next Captain America because like that's how cool they are with each other.
And pretty much respect.
Yeah, out of respect. And so, but like unfortunately, Falcon, he has no choice. Like, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, like, what can you do? One of the things I was curious on, since Cap went back to the past, I was curious if they were gonna do something where like they introduce one of Cap's kids as being the next Captain America instead of it being Falcon and Black Widow. Because I feel like if Cap went to go live off a life with Peggy, I'm pretty sure they would have had some kids. I mean, come on.
I mean, Cap does have a kid in one of the stories.
Yeah.
Is James?
Yeah, but that's a
James
reality.
But that's what Black Widow.
Yeah, that's what Black Widow. But no lie, even when we got a chance to see Cap go back to the past and he was dancing with Peggy in her house, that I got a little choked up with, because Cap has been saying that for so long that he was like late for a dance or like a date, you know, and he wanted to see Peggy and be with her and hold her and like how much he still cared about her. And seeing that Cap finally got the chance to do that, and he lived like a secret life or a lifetime with Peggy, I thought that was awesome. Cap, they made Cap look like they made Chris Evans look really old, and they did a really good job with that.
Was that Chris Evans or an actual old guy?
I think that was Chris Evans. It might have been. Here's the thing: it might have been an actual old man, but they CGI'd like an older version of Chris Evans' face on his body. You know, because they've done that before for Captain America, for like the first one, the Captain America First Avenger, where they, you know, Cap before he got the super soldier serum that like
a smaller body.
Yeah, they CGI'd Chris Evans' face onto the smaller body, you know, of this whoever was portraying the smaller version of Captain America. They've done that before. Real quick before we end up ending this review, I gotta point out when Tony got rescued by Captain Marvel and along with Nebula, that I gotta point out, man, Tony looked like, you know, Robert Downey Jr. looked like he lost a lot of weight for that scene. He looked really skinny, like.
Yeah, but that scene with Captain Marvel showing up was kind of random.
It was a little random, but at the same time, I kind of expected it. It doesn't fit in that much with how Captain Marvel ended, where she just showed up and she was there and asking like, "Oh, like where's Fury?" Because, you know,
like I feel like that kind of angle is better. That kind of shows that she was already on Earth. So, you know, if they told her, it's like, hey, could you find, you know, this guy out in space for us?
See, now that makes sense. That would make sense if they did that.
That kind of makes a little bit more sense, instead of if that end credit scene didn't happen, actually just randomly finds him.
Oh my god, I thought it was so funny when Tony saw Rocket and Rocket was talking. He was all, I swear I could have sworn you were a Build-A-Bear. And even Rocket's all like, who knows, I might be, you know, like, like Rocket's like, who knows, I might be, you know, like says he might be a Build-A-Bear. I thought that was so funny. Like a lot of people's reactions when they see Rocket for the first time. I thought it was cool though, seeing like when he went up to Nebula when she got rescued as well, that he held her hand, telling her that, like, you know, because like he's lost everything as well, and like they kind of comforted each other, and I thought it was really cool. It showed a lot of character development there too.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder how life on Earth was for Rocket, because he was technically there for like 5 years. So I'm pretty sure he saw an actual raccoon.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, at the time, he wasn't there for 5 years. He might have been there for a couple months, or like a couple weeks or whatever, because it wasn't until after when Tony was rescued that
he came back.
Or after, it wasn't until after Tony's rescued and after they went to go try to take the stones from Thanos, and they found out that, like, you know, the stones were destroyed.
Oh yeah, they pulled everyone back for the
plan. And that's when 5 years had passed. So like Rocket was no longer mostly on Earth. You know, he eventually stuck around on Earth mostly. You know, but yeah. But all in all, yeah, the movie was great. I freaking loved it. I got emotional in it.
I clapped a lot.
Yeah, like it was so good. Some of the characters got proper send-offs, some of them didn't.
Yeah. The best 3 hours of my life.
I honestly felt like I wish the movie was a little longer. So I honestly feel like I wish the movie was a little longer. But I feel like there was even a good amount of like airtime for everybody, that ones that were still alive, you know, like, I mean, in general. No. Besides Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Like we were saying, she was there and then she left and then she came back at the end.
I'm curious, real quick. I feel like they kind of hinted that Brie Larson might be gone for a while as Captain Marvel, to try to let all this blow over.
Yeah.
Because she hinted, saying, because like they're asking her like, oh, like, you know, freaking where the heck are you? And she's saying, I'm still, like, I'm out here in the universe trying to piece everything together, so it'll probably be a while until I'm back on Earth. You know, she hinted that somewhere halfway in the beginning of the movie. She shows up to help out the fight against Thanos and everything, but who's to say if she just went back into space again? And she's gone again for years, you know? Part of me feels like that's probably the best move for Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Be gone for about a year or two with her character, and then make a surprise appearance, or just for the announcement of her next movie, you know, like, I don't know, just something. I feel like it might be best, just let's all this drama with Brie Larson and everything, all this like things going on with her, let it blow over.
Yeah, but overall, freaking, I think the thing with that they're pretty much fighting the past Thanos. I thought that was kind of interesting because this is basically a serious Thanos, and he hasn't done the decimation snap.
he hasn't, but he knows his future version of himself has.
Yeah,
and he wants to make sure that reality stays the way it is.
Yeah,
you know, what was I gonna say right now? Damn it.
But you know, it was a serious Thanos. You know, the Thanos that actually did the decimation snap, he was pretty depressed.
Yeah. One of the things I feel like, real quick before I end the stream or this review, I'm gonna end it right now. I'm curious how things are gonna be moving forward after this. There's a 5-year time gap. Everyone that got brought back after the snap are the same age after the snap. You know, so there's a 5-year time gap. We're in 2019, so I'm wondering if this point on the MCU is gonna take place in like 2024 or like 2023.
I mean, but it kind of makes sense because a lot of Marvel stories do have like futuristic elements to them.
So I'm curious if that's what's going to end up happening. We'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what the future holds for the MCU. Movie was great. I had to give it a star ratings like 5 out of 5.
Yep, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. It hit me so many times emotionally. I enjoyed every minute of it. It was good.
but yeah, like I said, surprised how almost like everyone came back. You know, it was basically Tony Stark's dad. It was Peggy Carter. Pretty much all those the guys from Doctor Strange came back. Even the past Sorcerer Supreme, she was in there, which again was surprising. Then Thor's mom, you know, she died in the second one. You know, so they did a movie after that. So I was surprised that she came back.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna end this.
Yeah. This is solid 5 out of 5.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. For those of you that have seen the movie, let me know what you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I'm just reminiscing and thinking about it now. So, I'm gonna end the review here. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe if you guys want this review. Until the next video. Bye, everybody.